Welcome to the open book, where every voice matters. Every story got layers, and every conversation opens something new. Turn the page, turn the page, turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Welcome to the open book, where the real conversations flow. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every story got meaning. Every perspective shows. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Late night talks with the smooth bass knocking. Whole room tuned when the topics dropping. Authors, culture, real life views. Open book vibes bring a whole new groove. No fake energy when the dialogue starts. Different perspectives play a major part. From page to podcast, the vibes stay deep. Real conversations every single week. Welcome to the open book, where the real conversations flow. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every story got meaning. Every perspective show. Turn the page. Turn the page. Turn the page. Every chapter different. Every voice got purpose. Every voice got purpose. Turn the page.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone had a marvelous Monday. Make sure y'all tap that like button. It is for free. Let everyone know we are live, okay? And this is one you don't want to miss, okay? Go ahead and share, y'all. All right, so let me also say that this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Whoo, y'all. Okay. I told y'all I was not taking Katie off of my list. Okay. I don't care how her sister came out, because we had already broken that little post down, child. It gave lies. It gave that you weren't for sure. And now tonight, y'all, oh my God, we're going to see how Katie, now see, all these people, let me just say, when people go to trying to cover stuff up and trying to prove points, they actually made this worse and for the truth to start actually coming out, okay? So we're going to look at a couple of videos where shout out to Nerdy Pink Panda. When I tell y'all she just came across something that it is probably going to change this whole way we look at this case, okay? Because now, if this is true, there are more people that were witnesses to what happened with Nolan Wells. Now we're catching one up in an entirely like a huge, big, humongous lie. Okay, but we had already clocked that. Now we can put some proof to it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so make sure y'all tap that like button. We're going to get into it. Let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Inspiration, welcome. Thank you for joining and thank you for being first in the building. Hey, Sugar Mama Main is in the building. Hey, LaShondra, good evening. Thank you for joining, sis. Chef's Kiss is in the building. Thank you for joining. Hey, Detective London is in the building. Hey, Mabel, welcome and thank you for joining. The Highest Point is in the building. Welcome. Sheila, come on in. Hey, Smiley, welcome. Tracy is in the building. Tosh is in the building. Thank you for joining, ladies. Ray from PA is in the building. Good evening, Empowerment Time with Sharni. Is it Shamik? Shamik, welcome, ladies. Thank y'all for joining. Queen Patrice is in the building. Welcome. Come on in. Pilot J, thank y'all for tapping in. T-Lady Boogie is in the building. Hey, Delta Roots, thank you for joining. Okay, shout out to Detective London for the jewels and for being a sponsor for tonight's live. Simone said every time I said something wasn't right with Katie and she was on that boat, someone told me that was another Katie. No, no, you were right. See, the other Katie is Warren's real mom. Okay, his biological mom, I should say. That's her name is Will. Okay, baby. Oh my goodness. Hey, HGY. Okay, come on in, y'all. Deidre, Sonia, welcome. Shelly Shells, my sisters got off of her live. Thank you so much for tapping in, sis. Hey, Lana, welcome. All right, I think I got down to the bottom. Okay, so everyone coming on in. Hey, Wall, Queen's Den is in the building. Okay, now before we get into the Katie video, y'all, I don't even have a whole lot of videos I'm showing y'all tonight. Okay, because baby, I want to get to the main thing. I knew it, baby. The Holy Ghost does not ever lead me astray. Okay, for some reason, I kept telling y'all, Katie is staying on my list. And it's a couple of other ones I have not taken y'all off. To be honest, I haven't taken anyone off my list. Okay. No one is off of the list. Everybody who popping up, whose names are in it, that we've heard names, or you were over here, you called this one, you called that one. Guess what? Y'all names are on my list still. Okay. No one's name is off of my list yet. I haven't found a person who is qualified to be off of our list in this open book, our little family here. Okay. The investigators. We have not disqualified anybody. Okay. Everybody's name is still on the list. At this point, we almost have the whole Mississippi on the list. Parents and all. We have not taken anyone off of the list. No, he is not off of the list, Delta Roots. Nope. And when we say someone is on the list, that does not mean that they did something to Nolan'S Wells. We are saying that you could possibly have some information that could lead to what happened to Nolan'S Wells. Okay, so let me pull up this first video from Gerald there at the NCB. Okay, North Carolina, the beat. And he shared some information, y'all, over the weekend pertaining to a comment. Okay, now we've been hearing the CETO call because I told y'all we starting to move towards land. Okay, we've been over there on Horns Island long enough. See, now we get into let's get this thing moving. Okay, the ride home and all these other stops and who was there. Oh yeah, we're gonna start moving into that part of this whole trip. But Gerald, he had a very interesting video the other day where he said that this officer, Tatum, former officer, that he was posting and had responded to someone's comment underneath his post. And then thank the Lord. See, this is why with certain people, when you peep how they move, you have to screenshot stuff. Gerald had gotten a screenshot of his response, but then he came back and he deleted the comment. Okay, because then I told y'all before that picture, it looked very staged. It looked very staged that he tried to put up there the video. Okay, the video showing y'all closer to all of these boats. Then you taking pictures when y'all further out. Looks like everybody is posing. I was like, this looks like some AI or posing pictures or whatever. If it's not AI, then why everybody look like they pose? You can't see anybody's faces or anything like that. I just didn't get a good vibe from those pictures. But see, he thought he was really doing something. You really did something, all right. Okay, you probably exposed more than you wanted to when you were showing those pictures. Okay, so let's get into, first of all, Gerald's video.
Gerald with the NCB. I want to know why Crooked Cop Tatum deleted his tweet to a question about whether or not the photo and video that he posted last week showing this Triton boat that Nolan took out to Horn Island. But according to them, they want us to believe that he was not on the boat as they were going back in when whatever happened to him happened to him. And I want to show y'all this so y'all can see how they are trying to cover this up. And I honestly believe that Tatum is also trying to help this guy Lizard, who you see right here, Warren Hudson, with this, what seems like to us, a cover up. about what really happened to Nolan Wells. I've been so busy with my site. These screenshots are from when I took them at the time these things were made, or I found out about them, but I never wrote about them at the time because I was over here busy, y'all. Okay, but I'm back. But look at this. Tatum says, breaking. Exclusive images shared of the Triton boat being towed by another boat after viral sea tow dispatch call. Nolan Wells is confirmed not to be on board. These images were taken from the boat towing them. So this boat that is towing them is barked. As you can see, these are the photos that Crooked Cop Tatum posted. Here's the video that Crooked Cop Tatum put up on social media to try to make us believe that, you know, Nolan was not on this boat. Apparently, this is from July 4th. When Tatum had posted these photos and videos, someone asked him before or after the call. He says after the call. And if you look up there, I screenshotted this Tuesday at 1:49 p.m. I don't know why Crooked Cop Tatum did not put up photos or videos during the Cito phone call so we can see.
Okay, now that's the thing. If that is true, then this shows that that whole photo was staged. Okay, because remember my question was, why would anyone take pictures during a distress call? Uh-oh, did I lose y'all? Give me 1 second. Make sure y'all hit that. Okay, I'm back. StreamYard, it freezes sometimes. Okay, we here. Okay, all right. So let me reshare. So remember I said, why would anyone during a distress call pause to, let me see if I'm in the same.
What is
okay. Pause to take a picture. It did not make sense to me. Okay. So by him saying that that was taken after, to me, oh no, girl, I have to go out and come back in. Hey, Latte. To me, it looked like y'all staged that whole photo. We couldn't even see into the boat. Okay. We couldn't even see into the boat. And then it looked like y'all don't want to show your faces. So he put after. That's odd, because it almost seems like y'all were doing something and then like, okay, this is gonna be our proof that we did this. Let's all pose, because you grabbed the phone like you on the phone. Because a lot of those kids on that boat, they don't even look like the same ones in the other photo. They look skinnier. They look very different. Okay, it's like they put a new group over on the boat. Now we couldn't even see who was on the other boat that was taking the picture. Remember, I was like, okay, that doesn't prove anything, because for one, you can't see into the boat. And if Nolan was on the other boat, you're not taking a picture from the other boat. So if he had put after, he's telling on them, okay, that y'all really were allegedly staging that photo. And y'all had, because who releases photos after the call comes out? Now all of a sudden, oh wait, we have photos from where we were posing. We were, doing the call. Someone just, while they were helping us, hey, y'all stop. Let's get y'all a picture right quick. That didn't make sense to me. Okay, so this, by him posting that would make more sense that they took those pictures after, allegedly. Okay, according to their boy commenting up under his post. Tatum is paid off. He just wants to elevate on social media. Okay. It probably was taken when Tatum went out there with the boys. Now that may be, you know what? Since I never thought about that. We work, because it didn't show a timestamp or anything. It really did. But it's a reason why I think it was still that day that we're going to get into on this live. Okay. He quiet today and yesterday. He in trouble for messing everything up. Uh-oh. Let's continue.
Happening on this boat during that exact call if we compare it. If you take that phone call and you compare it to this bullshit that he put out, none of it makes sense. He says Nolan is not on the boat. We can clearly hear a female voice, who we clearly see a female on the boat, asking, is Nolan dead on the boat? We don't see no water in the boat. I don't see the boat sinking. So to come up here and try to say somebody's not on board, and water is not on board either. So Tatum says these photos and videos that he posted were after the CETO call. After the CETO call. After they called and said, oh, the boat is sinking. Oh, this and that. This is supposed to be after the call. But in the interview that the Geico lizard, Warren Hudson, did, if you pay attention, Warren said that after Bart told them, Wyatt called CETO. Why would you call CETO if Bart has already told the boat so y'all can get back inland?
Actually, my buddy Bart on the tide line is like, I'm going to pull y'all out to where we're out of all this, all this chaos. Because we left at 4:30 and there were still just as many people there, if not more than when we got there. I mean, probably around the same amount. I mean, it was crazy. Like there was a lot of people. And eventually Bart pulls us out. We left at 4:30, but we really weren't pulled out away from everybody. We were probably about a quarter mile out, and we had the towing strap pulled from, Bart's port side cleat or starboard side cleat, and he was on our starboard side bow. And so it was rubbing on his power pole. So Bart turned around, pulled up next to our boat, and we were just trying to get it situated. So that's when Wyatt called CETO. And Wyatt was like, calls him.
CETO assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
So basically, they had already gotten help, but we're trying to do the call as a possible alibi. Okay, come on now. Shout out to PJ just keeping it real for becoming an open book member. You were already family, but now you are a member. Thank you so much. Welcome everyone coming on in. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Let's see here. Clock the timing. I think folks got more stuff to drop. They wait for them to talk. Yep. Now they better stop talking and start walking to the sheriff's office. Okay. Hey, bro, Jay, you have got to play the audio. The second one, Nancy Grace today. You would. Oh, yeah. I think we already listened to that one though. Boat sinking instead of towing him to Horn Island. That was right behind them. They said, let's tow you to deeper water. Yes, exactly. Because they did go to deeper water. Now, why would you do that if you already had a lot of water allegedly on the boat? Okay, well, clearly on this boat, it's not a lot of water. So that does coincide with them taking the picture after. Okay, he's the one that dropped that comment underneath his own post. He didn't think anyone was going to screenshot it though. See, that's what I had to do with the Carmelo Anthony case. When I saw how they were moving and I screenshot that whole docket, it didn't show anything. But then later on, they went back and they started backdating things and so forth. Okay. See, that's how you have to do some people because they are not being honest. And so now people are starting to pick up on that and screenshot. And if he is saying different things in the chats, or if he's saying it on his live, they're screen recording. Because when you have people that could potentially be narcissists, you got to come to them with receipts. Okay, you have to put it in front of their faces. Nah, you said this. Remember? Let me show you a picture of it. Let me show you the day you said it, because you're going to try to play crazy like you did and people attacking you for nothing. Okay. Shout out to Detective London for the jewels and for being a sponsor for today's live.
Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely not. We got towed probably a quarter mile. Like I said, my buddy Bart drove his boat up next to ours after he pulled us out away from the island. And then he towed us a little more while we were trying to get the motor figured out. I mean, the motor would trim down. So then eventually, and the motor wouldn't trim down. And so eventually we figured out if you held the manual trim on the motor.
Okay, so that's enough. Y'all heard from the lizard, okay? Now, this is when the bilge pump was having problem, water was in the bowl, they were sinking. This is when Bart pulled up and told them out because ultimately they canceled the CETO call because according to the captain, he already had contact with the grandfather. They didn't need the Coast Guard or any help. So if y'all didn't need the Coast Guard or any help, who helped y'all? Bart. So what was the point of calling CETO after he already had told y'all out of this issue that y'all were having? Warren Hudson's stepman, Judge Ashley Cole, in her statement, this is what she says. She says, Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water and they had an issue with the bilge pump. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. But she never said anything about Bart pulling up. She never said anything about her stepson being told by Bart. Nothing at all about this. So as you can see, Wednesday at 1:28 a.m., I went back to the post and guess what? Tatum had deleted his reply to Maine before or after the call, because remember, he said after the call. And as you can see right here, the person he responded to said, yeah, he deleted it because he definitely responded to me. And he did because I screenshotted it. And I screenshotted when he deleted it. Why did he delete it? He deleted it because it is suspicious that these boys are calling CETO after Bart has already told the boat for them. So what was the point of calling CETO? What happened to Nolan Wells? Like, y'all got to stop playing these fucking games because you done been called again and again. Say his name.
Okay. Come on now. Y'all better clock that. I'm telling you, it confirms. I'm saying allegedly, but it confirms that those photos look staged. The call, all of that. Okay. And somebody smarter than them, probably older than them, probably told them to do that. To me, y'all, it's giving so much right now. When we get up in here with this next couple of videos, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. It's a whole lot that is taking place with this case. And the more that comes out, the more they're trying to cover, the more the truth is spilling out. Like, it's almost like they can't contain it anymore until it's just coming out. Okay, so let's go to the next video. This is the main meat. I didn't even want to bring a whole lot of videos and so forth tonight. I just want us to get to the main thing, okay? Let me see here. Okay.
Not only have I found more evidence of a fourth boat, not only have I found a...
Go to her channel. I thought I had all this set up. Hold on. I guess when you keep it too long, it goes back to the home screen. Okay, let me go back over. And shout out to her. OMG, y'all. She broke this thing down. Okay, her name is Nerdy Pink Panda 1. And y'all, the thing of it is, another reason that we know something is going on is for the simple fact they won't let her videos stay up. They keep taking her videos. So that also is an indicator that, it got to be something to this. And when I tell you she broke this down, she broke it down. Okay, so let me pull up this first one. Make sure y'all tap the like button. It is for free.
Evidence of a fourth boat. Not only have I found a lie in their timeline, but I have also discovered a deep political connection, not only to a former governor of Mississippi, but to Turning Point USA. So first off, this picture has surfaced in which it's clearly the group of boats a little bit further out in the water altogether. Now here's what is supposedly Bart's boat. We can see the Garmin on top, can confirm this black boat from this other picture. We can see Wyatt's Triton right here, and we can confirm that by the motor. As you can see right here, has that black stripe on the white motor. Now in between the two boats is the Palm Beach. You can clearly see it labeled and it's got that stripe, right? As you can see, the stripe is there. And yet there's this design right here and no Palm Beach. And you may be like, Jay, that doesn't prove that it's a different boat. Maybe we just can't see it, even though it should be right there, according to this picture. But if you look in this video, you can see that there is a black propeller right there. See black propeller, and you can very clearly see the Palm Beach right there on the side. But if you look really carefully in this photo, you can see right there a black propeller. There's another boat on the other side of these three boats.
Y'all, first of all, let's start with that part. Okay. I'm going to make it bigger. Let's start with that part. Now, what? Okay, we have been looking at this picture and I never realized there's a third boat on the other side of Bart's boat. I never realized that. I was looking at it like the two boats together. But when she mashed it up and it saw, she said, "Oh no, I ain't gonna rush it." When she mashed it up with the propeller part, that stood out to me because I never paid attention that is the back of the other boat on the other side. And I was like, well, who is taking this picture? Because that's odd that someone closer, to the island is taking these pictures when they're further out. But that's not just two boats. There is a third boat on the other side. I didn't know that. Okay. I did not even realize that. No, she said that would be the Palm Beach boat. Okay. That has the black propeller. Okay. On the other side. So not the one with the Mac Daddy. Not that one. Okay. So that's three. How many people out there on the water then? Okay. Y'all all together. What is really going on in this little group right here? Okay. And welcome everyone coming on in. Thank y'all for tapping that like button.
And given the lack of the name on the boat and the black propeller, I'm going to assume the Palm Beach is on the other side, which means there's 4 boats right here. Then I rewatched Warren's interview.
And I woke up at my buddy's house and we went to McDonald's, got food. No one was not with me. And I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck. And well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back and the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went and with my buddies, we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and I drove the boat from Fort Bayou Boat Launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day.
So Wyatt had his buddy's boat already hooked up to the back of his truck. He said he and Wyatt and his other buddy went and got ice and filled up the boats. And Wyatt went and put the Palm Beach, his smaller boat, into the water. And we know that there was a second boat, the Triton, that was driven by Wyatt. Wyatt had 2 boats in the water. Who was driving his other boat?
Nolan was on Wyatt Pyron's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming down. And I called Bart that morning. I was like, "Hey, man, can you take your boat out?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, my dad's decided not to go, and I'll take the boat and I'll take you and your friends." Of course, I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I. And Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people.
And I know I've always wondered if he said he drove the Palm Beach over to the grandparents' house, how come he would need to ride on the Simpson man? Y'all know Bart Simpson, the Simpson man. Why would he have to get on his boat? Who drove the other boat? If you drove it over to the grandparents' house, why did y'all switch? It seems like you would have been driving the Palm Beach because that's the one that you said you drove from where y'all were over to the grandparents' house. So that was odd too.
People on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was probably ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people.
Now, wait a minute. So Warren already had a boat hooked up when he woke up that morning. I'm assuming that had to be the Triton that was hooked up, right? Then he said that Wyatt went and put his smaller boat, the Palm Beach, into the water. Then Warren said that he was the one who drove the Palm Beach to their friend's dock. Assuming that Wyatt drove the Triton to the dock and Bart drove his own boat to that dock, who drove the Palm Beach out to the water then?
Right.
Because he said that he got a ride in with Bart, even though at one point during the interview, he said all of his stuff was on the Palm Beach. So it sounds to me like Warren was the one driving the Palm Beach. I'm also like, what parent would let their kid, who's obviously going off to party, take 2 of their boats and let them like let their drunk friends drive? Like, it isn't making sense to me. I mean, maybe these parents are just shitty parents and irresponsible. Then he also said that he contacted Bart that morning to see if he could come. And Bart was like, yeah, I can give all your friends a ride, blah, blah, blah. According to him, there were 10-ish people, 15 people on that boat. So where were those people originally supposed to ride in on? They'd been planning it for weeks. They were excited about it. Why did Bart have to suddenly step in and take all these people? And remember, Bart said that his dad had canceled going out on the boat that day, so he could do it. Something's not adding up here. I think there was an adult somewhere in this mix. It would also explain how they all thought quickly on their feet with the sea tow. And I wouldn't be surprised if an adult didn't come out there and just go off with other adults that were also on Horn Island and let the kids hang out with the boats. Here's where things are going to get interesting, folks. There are more GPS coordinates in the report than what we have seen publicly. I'm going to play you a clip from the interview, but remember, at 5:30 is when they started picking up regular speed, all right? It's right here, 525. Speed miles 30 to 35 knots. So here we go.
Planed off and you have water in the boat and you're hauling, we're going pretty fast. We're going probably 40, 42 miles an hour. And so all that excess water that was built up in the boat is coming out of the boat. So, I mean, that's what we had to do. So we ran into Fort Bayou and we didn't just run straight to my buddy's grandparents' house. We ran into Fort Bayou. A couple of us jumped in the water. And why, like, the whole reason for the stop was to...
Now, another content creator, I believe she did a video showing Fort Bayou, right? Y'all, Fort Bayou is nothing but a lot of water. It's, woods. So you're thinking, if you're having problems already with water on your boat, why would you go to an area with more water, not trying to, hurry up and get the boat out of the water? Okay, if it was in this horrific state of, the bilge pump is breaking down, we're taking on water, we're sinking in 31 feet of water. So now you're about to go over to another area with deep water too. That part does not make sense. Okay, but when she gets to the other video, y'all, it's going to start making even more sense as to why they went there.
So Wyatt could hop in and put the plug back in the boat. So then after that, we went and docked it, and I went back to my buddy's house and we ate and napped for a little bit. It was a long day at the islands.
Now, you heard him. He said that they took off going 40 miles an hour, and they didn't go to his buddy's grandparents' house, but they went to Fort Bayou to go do a plug thing. Except right here, 5:44, vessel arrives at El Camino Road. 8 minutes later, then it departs from El Camino Road and headed east into Fort Bayou. So right there, we have a lie. The boat did stop before going into Fort Bayou. 6 minutes later, it comes back to El Camino Road, and the vessel departed El Camino Road half an hour later, headed southwest to St. Martin Bayou, and then turned southeast into Biloxi Bay Bridge. Then they went back to the Bayou boat launch. Then the boat was taken to Cardinal Lane, which was Wyatt's residence. Now, because I am an absolute genius, I was able to find it. This was where they left and where they came back that day, then came back several times. Now, first off, why aren't we seeing footage of them returning that day? We know that Nolan was with them when they left. So why do they have the security cams from that morning, but not that night? Whose grandparents live there? Jax Patalo, whose family owns a pharmacy. It goes back deeper than that because George Patalo Sr., which is Jax's great-grandfather who is deceased, as it turns out, his great-grandfather was appointed and served on the staff of Mississippi Governor Cliff Finch. As you can see.
Now, Jax is the one where Nolan's father said he had spent the night at his car was over there and his keys were over there. Okay, that's that Jax.
See, I've confirmed Jax's relation to him. And as it turns out, Cliff Finch, well, he was in the Mississippi House of Representatives from 1960 to 1964 and supported racial segregation and backed the racist governor, to preserve segregation in the state. The federal grand jury conducted a 3-year-long investigation into his administration and several state agencies, and they were all accused of corruption and mismanagement. Finch was never found guilty himself, but some of his aides and appointees were indicted. And those sort of political connections seem to trickle down through the generation. So now we know why the governor got involved. I started looking into the lawyer that's handling the defamation case from the Bart family. So from 2015 to 2018, he was state director of Americans for Prosperity. Then in 2018 to 2020, he was vice president of Stand Together while being vice president of Americans for Prosperity. Stand Together is a Charles Koch nonprofit, and Americans for Prosperity is a libertarian conservative political advocacy.
Shout out to Sun Loves for the jewels and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much.
Group affiliated with Charles Koch and David Koch. And if you don't know who the Koch brothers are, they're fucking evil. Guess who's one of the major funders for Turning Point USA? Major donors for the Koch brothers also are primary financial pillars for Turning Point USA, specifically their campus operations. And guess who used to serve as the director of urban engagement?
Wow. Okay. They're all connected. Okay. They're all connected. Now, y'all, this about to get, whew. Okay. Hold on to your hats. Child, this is a video that they keep, okay, that they keep taking down. We're about to catch it because this here, y'all, I was relaxing, minding my business, and I saw this video and I said, oh Lord, wait, what? So let's go. Oh my gosh. Now remember, recently Katie came out and she shared some photos. I guess she was trying to, baby, I don't know what was the point of the photos, because I said I was tired of playing with y'all kids. Okay. What was the point? But shout out to Nerdy Pink Panda. Okay, baby, she found the point, because I didn't at first. I was just sick of playing with y'all. Y'all putting pictures out here. Ain't nobody put nothing out here about what happened to Nolan. So what is all of this? Well, y'all, let's get into it. Make sure your color is turned up, because there's going to be some points where she says brighten it up. You know, the colors on the screen. So make sure y'all got that. And then I'm going to come back, read some of y'all comments, because, baby, this gets good. Okay, let's go.
This is now my third time making this video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found. Katie has dry snitched, y'all. Here we see Katie's Snapchat where she's wearing a teal swimsuit and she's with a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit. On this video of the three boats, you're going to see a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit, right?
There she goes. Okay, this is Bart's boat. Okay, she has found the girl with the exact same swimsuit.
Here on Bart's boat, and right next to her with the same long wet hair is a girl in a teal swimsuit on Bart's boat. Make sure you have your brightness turned all the way up, because here we have Katie in a teal swimsuit, and look at her head. She is wearing a white hat. Oh, look, the video of the boat getting towed.
What do we have here? Katie, come to the front of the line. Girl, why are you on this boat again that the officer is sharing, talking about this was the distress call that we're now figuring out was after the distress call? And what are you bending over on the boat? So wonder we can't see your face, okay? So wonder we can't see your face. Girl, come to the front of the class, because I thought you were still on the island somewhere, okay, showing your little pictures and all of that. Now y'all done went too far. Now it's showing that you are allegedly on that same boat, the same boat with these guys, which I'm still trying to figure out who the guy, all these guys are, because clearly it's not the same ones that's in the picture with Nolan. Okay, it was a group of y'all. So I guess it was some of the other ones that were a part of the group. We may not have their names yet. Okay, let's continue.
Teal swimsuit, white hat. And that's not all, folks. Again, turn your brightness all the way up, because right here, we've got somebody wearing red trunks. Oh, and look what we have here. Red trunks. And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Who are you, Harpo? Who is this? Okay, so that lets us know this little boy right here, Katie was showing all up in the pictures as well. Okay, and then you were around when the fight was going down. Oh, but right now you on the boat, not showing us your face, looking for what? What you looking for? because ain't not a bit of water in the boat. Okay, not a bit of water in the boat. She said, "Oh, child, like Big Crump. Who my Lord." Okay, with the clap, my Lord. Brandon Tatum should be charged with accessory. Come on now. Okay, when they come after when they start getting these charges, check the dude in the blue trunks. He done peed himself. Girl, he probably is now. Okay, someone's lying. I said Katie was a liar. Everyone was saying Katie had nothing to do with this, but I believe she did. I said Katie not as innocent as she seems. Thank you, because I never took her off my list. I kept telling everybody she's on my list. Okay, she's on my list. Now I'm so glad I never took you off my list because something was not quite right. And then y'all, we almost now see they telling on each other, but how you gonna tell on the other one when y'all all were there together? Y'all can't tell on each other. Y'all trying to throw us off. No, it was her. We saw him with her. He said he was going to go with his friends. Girl, you were there too. You were there too. That's why I kept saying, y'all, who did Katie leave the island with? It's not like her brother and sister-in-law could come and pick her up. You have to have a boat. You got to get back to land. Okay, so who picked her up? And which, I wanted to also know which boat launch, where did they dock at? Whoever took her back, where did they dock? Oh, she's going to get into this in these videos. So now we're getting some answers. Okay, let's continue. All of them involved.
And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Katie is claiming that she allegedly caught a ride home with somebody named Marty McGrath.
Now, baby, she be going fast. Hold on, let me read this for y'all. Okay, so this was shared. This would mean that Katie McCormick in the blue bathing suit left Horn Island after Warren Hudson, Wyatt Pryor, Bart Emerson Jr., and the rest of Nolan's best friends. Now, these images from some SC videos come from someone who got left on the island, but she allegedly caught a ride with someone named Marty McGrath between 5:34 and 5:44 p.m. The young lady and Katie McCormick are not friends, but she was on this boat when the young lady caught a ride from Horn Island. That's what I've been waiting to hear. How did Katie get from Horn Island? Since she, I had to go we had to go pick Katie up and get her safe. How did she get back to the doggone land? Okay, so somebody had to take her. Let's continue.
A Marty McGrath. It just so happens that a Marty McGrath is the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin. Here it is, and that is a massive dock way out in the water. And would you look at that? It's right next to the grandparents' house.
Now wait a minute. So this boat launch is next to the grandparents, the one that they were all meeting up. Okay, next to that, not even that far from that. Right. Again, safe from what? Safe from what? We want to know. Yeah, they all know each other, girl. All connected. Okay. But the thing, they all tried to act like they didn't know Katie or know her name. Exactly. Those were lies. We already in the clock. She's friends with Tracy and Javon, even on Facebook. They all know each other. I believe she was the one who said, "Is he dead?" on that tow call. I want to hear her voice. I want to hear her voice. Okay, and you said you thought it was her the first time you saw it. Okay, hey, Shawana, welcome. It was other girls on Bart's boat. One of them is Briella. We've heard that too. We looked into that the other day. Looked like the whole neighborhood going to jail. There's camera footage in the cloud, most likely. Exactly. Let's continue.
That report with the GPS coordinates, didn't they say that they went southwest towards St. Martin Bayou? Yeah, that's right, it did. And it also took them 45 minutes to get to that boat ramp over there. That only takes about 6 minutes on land. Like I said, they are trying to take down my page. Make sure you are following my backup here. But Katie, I want to say one thing to you. You're young, and I know you don't realize this yet, but these are not your friends. Be a hero.
She told her, be a hero. Girl, look, Katie, you in trouble, girl. Okay, girl, somebody better start to talking. Somebody better start to talking because this changes, y'all, this whole thing. Okay, what took them so long over there? Why did they make that stop? See, they probably went to pick Katie up too. Who? Because why is Katie riding back with that lady that was 6 minutes from the other? Oh, possibly. Katie, I'm wondering. Did you know what went down? And you didn't want to ride back with them after what went down after the actual call, and you knew some trouble was going down. So you were like, child, let me just find me another ride to get back to land. Okay, I'm gonna just go over here. I ain't gonna go back to where everybody started. Let me just go over here and let my sister, my brother, and my sister-in-law, y'all come pick me up from over here. See, is that why you had to get back to safety? Because you already knew something had gone down and you did not want to be a part of it? I'm just wondering. Okay, because that's so odd that you would just catch a ride with somebody. Like, what? You just catching a ride on a whole other boat to this lady, and then it's so coincidental that the boys' boat went over that way too. Interesting. That's very interesting. Now, she also has another video because she said they were trying to take this one down. So let me pull that one up because she said, let me give it to y'all one good time so y'all can catch this. Okay, so let me pull that up. Wow. And I think that these people are watching her and they're probably mass recording her channel. Okay, here we go.
On TT, because I just found out that the video I posted today about Katie not eligible for FYP. Make sure you go and watch it, but I'll give you a quick little rundown. Teal swimsuit, white backwards baseball cap. Teal swimsuit, white baseball cap. Red shorts, red shorts, red shorts. Bart's boat, girl in striped swimsuit, standing right next to a long-haired girl in a teal swimsuit. Teal swimsuit, striped swimsuit. Oh, they're trying to be sneaky on TT because I just found out that the video I posted today about Katie not.
This is crazy. This changes some stuff. It really does, because then you wonder what's the motive in lying. What happened to Nolan'S? Like, seriously, we have so many people. If this was truly an accident, it would not take this many people trying to cover this up. Okay, y'all got pictures out. We staging pictures. We making phone calls after the fact. Oh, we ain't even got to the other phone call with the grandfather that y'all had the captain on the phone with him. Now cancel that. Cancel that. Y'all don't want the Coast Guard to help. You're making a call after you've already been told out. That doesn't make sense. Then we're going all over the place. Okay? Because I was wondering, I said, well, if the boat was sinking, then y'all doing all this roundabout. You going left, you're going over here, then you're going over here to Fort Bio, then you going this direction under the bridge. Like, what was going on that night? Where were y'all going? Okay, so you mean to tell me after all of these boats out there, y'all all came together as a group, that Nolan did not get on any of those boats? And then the other part, I'm so sick of people. I just got to get this out, because some of y'all playing right along with it, those of y'all in town. Because I'm noticing on Facebook, now, because see, back around July 6th, July 7th, it was so empty. Nobody had been on Horns Island. Nobody was sharing videos. No one was sharing posts. Now over the weekend, I don't know if y'all peeped it. But now you're starting to see an increase in the number of videos that are coming out. We were out here. Y'all want to see the boats around? We happened to capture this moment. I don't know. Maybe that was the boat that Mag Daddy. I think that was the Mag Daddy. That's what it said. It was sitting over there to the side. Like, what? Oh, now y'all can figure out, let me go ahead and release this picture, this video on this weekend, almost a month later, keep it. Unless you're showing in any of those photos where Nolan Wells is or what happened to him. I don't care about seeing no beach with no white sand and some people walking around that none of us know on some boats, okay, or in some water when none of them shows Nolan Wells. Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out. Where was he? Okay, so all this other stuff, I see the game that's being played. I didn't even know that the United Cajun Navy is a part of the investigation, child. I just thought y'all were out there helping to search, that y'all some volunteers. Now y'all done send a whole report over to TMZ. Now that gets put out. I thought everything was being sealed and sent to the grand jury, but we are like being very strategic in what we are releasing. It's a game. Y'all trying to play on people's top, and we have already peeped the play. Enough is enough. Y'all know what happened to Nolan Wells. And for this girl to be on this boat and then had your sister, when I knew that it wasn't even you coming out here talking, I already knew that you had something to hide. So you right along with them. Okay, you need to go ahead, be honest, and tell what happened to Nolan. Y'all know what happened to that young man. And for all of y'all to be a part of this whole thing, like making it look like, oh, he was left behind, like nobody wanted to be the last person with him. Y'all know he didn't stay behind just to stay behind, didn't have a ride back. If y'all are saying Katie was his interest and he cradling her in the water and we saw Katie, we made a slick comment to Katie. Okay, well, if Katie was on the boat too, then would he be on the boat with Katie? Okay, that just doesn't make it make sense is all we're saying. Just make it make sense. It's not making sense whatsoever. And the more that y'all drop, the more that y'all put out, you're making yourselves look like some amateurs. And we've clocked pretty much everything. Okay, so I mean, miss us with this. The next thing is just go ahead and confess what happened to Nolan. That's all we want to hear at this point. I don't want to see another beach picture, flags, boats, unless the one with him on it. Enough is enough. Let's see here. And the nerve to be in his mama's face. Exactly. Yeah, but see, the thing of it is, this is another reason why I was looking at her sideways. See, she went to his mama to try to clear herself earlier on. Oh, I've already talked to the police and I've already called his mom. Yeah, girl, you were acting like the Cabo Six. They did the same thing, knowing what happened to Shanquella. They were all up in his mama's face. Okay, so you tried to run that play. Didn't work. People have already seen you. So you need to go ahead and just tell what happened to Nolan. Okay, go ahead and tell. Be a hero, like she said. Be a hero. Dang, Katie, I was rude for you, girl. Not rude. Wait a minute, Tim. Not rude for her. I wasn't. She was still on the list. They may use Katie, as we know in the hood, as a setup chick. Uh-oh. Just like the movie Get Out. Hello. And Javon, you and Trayston know this girl. Y'all know her. So how much do y'all know too? Because y'all not off of my list either. Okay? Y'all know what happened. Now, Trayston, you supposedly have some type of alibi. We don't really know. We ain't verified none of that. That you were supposed to have left with your uncle. I don't know if anyone has looked into it. The investigators need to do that and verify that alibi. Did he really leave with an uncle? Okay, Javon, which boat did you come down there on? And then which boat did you leave as well? Did you witness anything? Because how y'all all meet up at the grandparents' house, but nobody went back together at all? I call cap on that. Y'all know some stuff too. I didn't even know you and Warren talked on the phone until Warren put that out that he allegedly got Christine's phone number from you. Now, why is it that you didn't contact Christine and tell her that Warren was looking for Nolan and that Nolan was missing? You should have been the first one to contact her. Why are y'all allegedly letting Warren be the first one to contact her when y'all supposed to have a close relationship? I'm not understanding that part, and why your mama nudging you during the interview, because she probably knows that you were a part of that group. Y'all all were down there together, and that you had talked to Warren, and your brother even said he left y'all on the water, his blood brother Javon and Nolan, and he felt guilty. He said on his own post on July the 4th that he had been out there looking for hours for Nolan. Well, the only way you're going to do that is if you already knew he was missing and y'all didn't know what had happened during that time, or your brother did not know what happened at that time. Interesting. Hey, Roger, welcome. Smiley said, I'm confused why they would say he stayed back with Kay if she was on the boat. Did they think she was going to take the fall for them? Yes. Oh, yes. I think they thought she was going to take all of it. Okay, all of the fall. Let's see. Katie's sister claims her brother-in-law picked her up. Yeah, no, I doubt that. They need to verify it. Okay. Right, the highest point. I'm telling y'all, I was sick of them until this news came out today. I said, oh, they getting on my nerves. I'm just talking about women. All of this coming out with this report. Coming out. We got the battle of the reports. One report is saying that the Triton moved during the whole time it was there. It was going from here to here to here. On the other report, it says no, the Triton did not move. It was stationary from 11 some to 4 some. What? Which report we supposed to believe? Okay, I don't know. Then we got coordinates, GPS coordinates off and all of that. Like, what are we supposed to believe? We're not trying to be going backwards, believing this. We ain't gonna believe this. We believe this audio. We ain't gonna believe this audio. Like, pick an audio and stick with it. I'm sick of it. Golly. You think they're gonna talk? That's the only thing saving them. They keep in silence. Okay. Right, because someone said they did hear her sister say she was safe. Yes. Right. Everybody lying. Okay. Katie called a ride like Nolan. Child. As long as they're quiet, they will protect them. Child, let me get to the end and come back up. Right. Now, see, here's where we're going to have some clashes, y'all. Here's where we're going to have some clashes, okay? Now, Warren already did his interview. However, the Simpson man, okay, y'all know who I'm talking about, he allegedly gave the list of 20 witnesses. Now, see, the season about to start. They already got the schedule out, everything for its college football. So, on that list, I'm curious to know who all did he put? See, his butt about to go back to Wyoming. He probably already back. Okay. He gonna leave all them. He gonna leave all them over in Ocean Springs. Okay, over in Biloxi. He gonna leave them where they want to start turning on each other. Okay. He done already gave up his list, child. He got his lawyer. He done gave up his list. We don't know if Katie's name was on there, because all they have to do is really just all, hey, we're going to pick Katie. Okay. And they all just get together and just blame it on her. At this point, I mean, because she the one is really, really getting caught up in some lies. Now, we caught them in some lies too, because, hey, the Simpson man. Okay. We go back to this whole pool party thing. I was going to wait till tomorrow. I'll bring it up and I'll show y'all what I came up with. If we want to think about that, and y'all are saying that pool party was from June 27th. Okay. Now, let's think on this. Pool party, possibility could be 2. Okay. June 27th and July 4th, right? Now, we do have proof that the Simpson man was here or there, not here, there on July 4th weekend, because we heard Warren stated in the interview, and we also heard his name on that call. Now, June 20th, and he's in the pool picture, okay? He's in the front on the actual pool picture. Now, June 27th, for the people that are saying, well, okay, that photo was from the 27th. Now, in Wyoming, they have a huge sports event, okay? FCA camp. And this is huge because they have a lot of different campers coming to the college for a variety of sports. So you have the some of the college football players or the sports, you know, variety of sports. They got volleyball, they have golf, and all of that. They will show them different things. Now you have the Simpson man that is a top punter. Okay, a top punter. Do you think, and y'all tell me your thoughts, do you think he would choose to stay for the camp, being that he is also recognized by ESPN? There are going to be a lot of press probably there capturing these moments. Now, do you think he would choose to be there during this big FCA camp weekend in Wyoming? Or do you think he would have chosen to go to a pool party with his friends in Mississippi? Okay, which one? Which one on the 27th? If we're going to say that picture was from the 27th, there's a conflict. I think that was a conflict because, see, he going to be there 2 weekends in a row. Okay, I thought for one, he said he hadn't been a past Christian for a whole year. He done got caught up. But they could verify that information. I mean, hey, the investigators, y'all can go and just check June 27th at the FCA camp. Go see if his name was as a volunteer or one of the little camp circle leaders or anything like that. That can be verified. Okay, now if he was there, then guess what? That knocks out y'all whole June 27th theory of the pool party being on June 27th. Okay, because there's no way he at the camp and he in the pool at the pool party on the 27th. So all they have to do is go and verify. Were you there at that big FCA camp at y'all's college, being that you are a big time punter and they're going to have all these campers there and things like that? No, I would choose that. If I play sports and I'm trying to get out here into pro and I'm trying to get as many things under my belt, okay, I would have chosen that and not be in the pool with all these other, you know, people and things like that on that same weekend. I would have chosen that. Let's see here what y'all got going on. Let me see the comments. She say it's gone now. I'm just listening to. Okay, a lot of his so-called friends need to go to prison for life. I'm just saying they can verify that. I'm not saying that he was or wasn't. That's just something that they can verify. Stay at school because he needed to be recognized. Okay, so Detective London said she would just stay, you know, at the school. I'll be on the audio. My question is the caller saying pool. Oh, on that audio, I did. It sounded like pool of something. I don't know, because that was my thing too. On that little part was he saying pool of blood. Somebody said water. He was saying water. So I can't really specify what was for sure said in that little instance because I don't see the captions for that. But how come his name was not mentioned in the post about the pool party? I don't know. Simpson straight lied. His buddy busted him out. Right. Okay. Hey, Irma. Let's see. That fakest man on live saying, oh. Okay. Those events aren't usually voluntary, so he would have to be at the school. Ooh, Smiley. Oh, pull the plug. That's what he was saying. Okay. Yeah. I mean, y'all, I'm just saying, it's such a coincidence that event was on June 27th that weekend. A shout out to someone that gave me a lead on that to look into that. That was that weekend. So it just makes me think, if this is a huge event at your college, would you go to that, being that you are into sports, you play sports, you are almost there as a pro, right? Would you skip that weekend there at your college and actually come to a pool party? Now, the reason why this whole pool party is a situation is being that we've already verified he was there July 4th weekend. In that pool, you can see Nolan, right? Now, Warren has said that's him with his arm around Nolan. That would have shown that at some point, though, they had gotten into a pool. Okay, so see how that would change the whole thing as well if that was indeed the 4th of July weekend. And what was up? Because Nolan in that photo does not look happy, regardless of whether that was June 27th or July 4th, it looks like something had went down. Okay, based off of his whole expression, something went down. And if it went down on the 27th, okay, then were y'all trying to get y'all lick back on the 4th? Because what was happening? What was happening on the 27th for it to look like that? Okay, a picture speaks 1,000 words sometimes. So on the 27th, if y'all did do back-to-back weekends, what was happening on the 27th for him to be looking like that? Then fast forward a weekend later, he's gone. That's suspicious to me. It's a red flag. So y'all need to pick a day. And those things can be verified. I'm not saying he was at the camp or wasn't, but that's another thing the investigators can look into to see if he was at that camp. Therefore, if he was there and not in town on the 27th, then bam, they have y'all, it's just stacking up. The lies are stacking up. Okay. Now y'all have to go back to the first thing. On July 4th, why is Nolan in this pool party? Then what happened? Okay, so then it's going to be a whole other little thing there going on that they got to look into. Let's see here. That's what I was thinking, but some people said no, they didn't hear that. So I couldn't hear it clear, so I couldn't argue. Nolan was a beautiful child. Simpson man got jealousy and worried about Katie. Yeah, Katie, baby, they didn't like Nolan holding her, talking to her. You could definitely sense that in Tristan and Warren's interview. I thought the Simpson was one of the guys in that water. Yeah, on the pool party picture, yes, he was in the front. Now, if we're going to say that that could have possibly been him in that pool, during the trip back, is it possible that something did happen, but he was not fully gone? Because remember, they were asking, was he? Okay, so that would change kind of that trajectory of what actually took place on the boat. Okay, so still it's what took place on the boat. Was he fully gone during that time or not? And or did they have a chance he got a little better? Because remember in that whole little story, they said he had been spitting up blood. Okay, so could that have been a part of what had transpired on the boat? I don't know. These are things we're thinking through, because that whole camp thing messed me up, because I was like, wait a second. Well, if he was there, which we don't know for sure, then he wouldn't have been at the pool party. Then what pool party is this? Because they only had two options. When people were saying it was July 4th, they were like, no, it was June 27th. Well, I don't see him coming to a pool party when he has a big event at his own campus. That's weird to me. Let's see. Pool party after the boat party on the island. He can hang up the NFL. Oh, and y'all, when I went over there on IG, child, I was tickled. Okay, those people are all up under. Let me see if I can pull that up. They are all up under Wyoming football posts talking about justice for Nolan. Y'all need to, what did they say? Y'all need to suspend him until this investigation is over. I was done. I mean, they have no, baby, no grace. Okay. They are eating him up under those comments. Let me pull that up. Let's see, which picture was it? Okay, I think it was this one. Okay, here we go. And y'all, this is the professional IG account, okay? But they are eating him up underneath this post. Okay, you got somebody saying, were you drinking with kids under 21? They calling him out. Bart needs to be arrested. Then they had his mama, because y'all, his mama was up under this post trying to bat for her child, but they ate her up, child. She deleted all of them. She deleted the comments, y'all. Somebody told her, why you come on here comment? You know you raised on a lava. I'm like, oops. Someone said, boy, your name was called a few times in the CETO call. Why did you do it? They said suspend fart. Ask Bar what happened to Nolan. Y'all, they are tearing him up. What happened to Bart's mom's comments? Oh, she deleted them. Justice for Nolan Wells. Mississippi, the world is watching. Bart needs to start talking to get a deal. Not get a deal. And y'all still got him playing on the team. This was just 4 days ago. And y'all still got him playing on the team. Wow. Justice for Nolan Wells. The truth must prevail. Bart mad his girl like that black meat. Child, Bart got that look in his eyes that says it all. To my damn it, Wyoming. Y'all, they are, oh my gosh. What goes around comes back around. Child, they are eating him up. And then they even investigate Bart and they put at Mississippi Police Department. Wow. Yeah, they are not playing over there. Yep, the timelines are definitely messed up. Exactly, Angel. Again, I think that's why they bolted off the island. Yes, I think I've been saying that. It's a reason why they picked up speed so quickly. I don't know if they were trying to hurry up and get him some help or something like that. What went wrong? Because it seemed like they kept asking, is he okay? Is he, is he dead? Somebody said, no, Nolan, don't. Then they tell him, get the F up, So I don't know if it scared them, like he had a reaction to some or did something. Somebody did something and it fell out, passed out. I don't know. I really don't. But it's so odd, y'all, with all of that commotion and what was going on, and for all of those people to be around during that time. Someone knows something. It was too many people around. And they sped off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know he mad they clowning. And then what's so weird is whoever is over this over this IG, y'all, they did not remove those comments. Okay. Now let me see if I can pull up. Hold on. Let me show y'all one more thing on there. They did not remove it. Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Because I wanted to show y'all. I don't know if it was on this page. I know definitely on. I'm gonna have to find it and be more prepared with that. Oh wait, okay. I'm gonna leave the music because I think it's a song that's copyright. It was copywritten. Okay, so let me pull this up. This is the event I was telling y'all about. Okay, so they have some photos. Child, best believe I was going through these pictures trying to see if I could find it. Okay, but this is one of the FCA Wyoming camps. Okay, it says the FCA camp at the University of Wyoming wrapped up for today. Notice the date at the bottom, June 27th. What an awesome 4 days of inspiration and perspiration. Campers train their bodies during the day and their spirits at night, as camp speaker Josh Longoria brought messages out of John 15 about abiding or remaining in Christ. 5 weeks ago, June 27th. Okay, now if he was here, you can't be in the pool. Okay, all they need to do is verify. I ain't saying he was here or not, but it's something to look into. Okay, to see if he was on that roster, if he was a volunteer at this event that they have. So they have a variety. There's football right here, basketball, golf, all of that. And that was on June 27th. But it was over the course of 4 days. But it was taking place on the 27th. Someone would know if he was there or not. Okay. Someone would know that. I don't want to see nothing Nancy Grace has to say because she's just clout chasing. A lot of people seeing that too. So if that is true, Katie played. Yep, she played in her face. Yes. I hope somebody gets this to Christine if they send Pink Panda video to her so she could see how Katie was playing in her face. And I'm hoping that she has those text messages and so forth from her. They need to give it to Ben Crump and everything because she clocked all of that. She pieced all of that together. Okay. And the connection, did y'all see the connection with the former officer Tatum? The connection she had with him too? Y'all, they're all connected. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why they want to sue because he has a lot at stake. He will probably snitch first. Okay, if he knows something, he would probably be the one because he got a lot at stake. He's about to be a senior too, I think. So, hey, this is going to be a very important year for him. Okay. Mm-hmm. No NFL. Notice Mr. Simpson never said he was at the pool party on the so he never said it was the 27th. Hey, Candy Girl Pink. I don't know. I'm not saying he is. We really don't know. So many people just lying though. All we want to know is what happened. Who, if something foul play happened, who did it? Okay. Who did it? See, even if it was an accident, let's just go there. Let's just say something was an accident. Okay. What makes it look suspicious in that it wasn't just an accident is the cover up part and the lies. Okay. Why not just say XYZ happened? And because was it something? Oh, okay. Maybe something illegal or something. Oh, okay. Something y'all can't let anybody know about. Okay. Possibly, Oh, for those of you coming in, okay, I'm gonna have to go back so I can show y'all for one for the road. The Nerdy Pink Panda showed proof that Katie was indeed on the boat, y'all. Okay. And that photo that the officer put out, that photo that the officer put out, it didn't help. They're gonna put him in a timeout, okay? Because that there get his photo and with Katie, okay, both of them, they just almost cracked this thing. Because now, if anything, we know her story. We can go ahead and keep her on the list for sure. Her story is not adding up. That she is possibly in cahoots or definitely knows what happened. Okay. Let me bring up this video again for those of you who did not see it earlier. I'm gonna just let it play straight through.
Video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found. Katie has dry snitched, y'all. Here we see Katie's Snapchat where she's wearing a teal swimsuit and she's with a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit. On this video of the 3 boats, you're going to see a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit right here on Bart's boat. And right next to her with the same long wet hair is a girl in a teal swimsuit on Bart's boat. Make sure you have your brightness turned all the way up because here we have Katie in a teal swimsuit and look at her head. She is wearing a white hat. Oh, look, the video of the boat getting towed. Teal swimsuit, white hat. And that's not all, folks. Again, turn your brightness all the way up because right here, we've got somebody wearing red trunks. Oh, and look what we have here. Red trunks. And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Katie is claiming that she allegedly caught a ride home with somebody named Marty McGrath. It just so happens that a Marty McGrath is the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin. Here it is, and that is a massive dock way out in the water. And would you look at that? It's right next to the grandparents' house. Now, in that report with the GPS coordinates, didn't they say that they went southwest towards St. Martin Bayou? Yeah, that's right, it did. And it also took them 45 minutes to get to that boat ramp over there that only takes about 6 minutes on land. Like I said, they are trying to take down my page. Make sure you are following my backup here. But Katie, I want to say one thing to you. You're young, and I know you don't realize this yet, but these are not your friends. Be a hero.
Be a hero, Katie. Katie, you in trouble, girl. Okay, girl, you in trouble. Girl, oh my gosh, you in trouble, Katie. Girl, I think they gonna look. You better go talk to Ben Crumb's people. Okay, look, girl. At this point, go ahead, get you that 125,000. Go ahead and tell what happened. Tell the names. Go ahead and get you a deal, okay? Because if you don't first, eventually they are, okay? And we already see the other one has a lot at stake. He probably put your name down on that list, the list of 20. He probably put your name down, okay? So, girl, this is not a good look. It's not a good look, okay? Like I said, no one is being accused of unaliving Nolan. However, people just need to go tell what happened, okay? And welcome everyone coming on in, y'all. And I've been missing the supers, y'all. We were all into the convo, so I'm gonna shout out everyone at the end of the live, okay? Thank everyone for the jewels and the supers. I'm gonna make sure I recognize everyone. Can't unalive Abel and they were brothers. That's so true. If they start to sue, they'll have to prove that the people are lying. Exactly. So he would have to prove that he didn't do harm to Nolan. Yeah. And then, hey, Hanada, hey, D, then they're going to have to, prove that he was not at the campus on the 27th, wasn't in this picture. Because, I mean, we could prove he would have been there on the 4th in the pool party. But then you also got to explain what happened to Nolan if he's at the pool party. Child, that means he came back with y'all. Uh-oh. That would be a whole other. Ooh. Okay, thank you, Karen Michelle. She said that looked like him with the basketball. Girl, if you find it, let me know. Okay, because I was going through those pictures the other day trying to make sure. I found one with a punter that was showing another little boy. Baby, I thought I ate. I looked at the year. I said, dang, this is back in 2022. He wasn't even in college yet. That can't be him. But those are the examples of things that they do at the camp. Like they have the more, the older college guys kind of showing the campers, this is what you do in this position, football. This is what you do at this position in basketball and so forth. Okay. Not at Penn State. Simone, you crazy. I believe who knows what happened to Nolan. Yeah, they so-called friends. Yeah, exactly. Kim Sure, you had missed it, girl. Yes. Okay. And then we got 4 boats, y'all. And something else she had clocked on the other video. Let me show that one. For those of y'all who were late to the party. Okay. She clocked 2, y'all. Remember that picture we were looking at? I'm so mad I couldn't figure that out. This lady here, y'all, with her brain, she reminds me of some of the teachers who are math teachers and the way that they think. I had a friend like that. They think like this. They're so analytical and they see, they love the numbers and stuff. That's the energy she's giving me. And so like she was piecing this together and making all of these connections. But that time we were looking at the 2 boats. I'm like, who is in a boat taking pictures of these 2 boats together? Y'all, she done figured out it's another boat and showed us how she figured it out on the other side of the Simpsons man boat in that water. Okay, so let me show y'all this video again for those of y'all who came in late. And she showed a connection with the former officer, how he is connected to some people with this case. Okay, she broke this thing down.
Evidence of a 4th boat. Not only have I found a lie in their timeline, but I have also discovered a deep political connection, not only to a former governor of Mississippi, but to Turning Point USA. So first off, this picture has surfaced in which it's clearly the group of boats a little bit further out in the water all together. Now here's what is supposedly Bart's boat. We can see the Garmin on top, can confirm this black boat from this other picture. We can see Wyatt's Triton right here, and we can confirm that by the motor. As you can see right here, has that black stripe on the white motor. Now in between the two boats is the Palm Beach. You can clearly see it labeled, and it's got that stripe, right? As you can see, the stripe is there. And yet there's this design right here and no Palm Beach. And you may be like, Jay, that doesn't prove that it's a different boat. Maybe we just can't see it, even though it should be right there, according to this picture. But if you look in this video, you can see that there is a black propeller right there. See black propeller, and you can very clearly see the Palm Beach right there on the side. And if you look really carefully in this photo, you can see right there a black propeller. There's another boat on the other side of these three boats. And given the lack of the name on the boat and the black propeller, I'm going to assume the Palm Beach is on the other side, which means there's 4 boats right here. Then I rewatched Warren's interview.
And I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. Nolan was not with me. And I went and got breakfast.
He didn't even want Nolan to go get breakfast, Charles. He didn't want to be associated with Nolan in any of this. Let me read this super right quick because she brought up a very good point as well. She said, again, I think that's why they did 40 miles per hour off of the island, that fight we saw of that young man getting jumped on the island. I believe that was Nolan. And, you know, I was thinking about that too, you know, when he did get on the boat, and if they had just gotten into this fight, did it continue on the boat? You see what I'm saying? They were all hurrying up, because they could have said, we're going to call the police. Somebody around could have said, we're going to call the police. They hurrying up, getting up out of there. And if there was still some tension, what went down on the boat? Now, being that if something did go down and he passed out, got knocked out or something like that, then could that, if the pool party would have been after, could that be why he was looking like that in the pool? But at the same time on that story, and like I said, it's all alleged because we don't know if that story is true. They said that, you know, they were still fighting him at that pool party, and they wouldn't let him leave. When the mom was trying to let everyone else out, they didn't see that word, let him leave, meaning you're going to keep him here. Then what? Okay, he was gasping for air and spitting up blood, allegedly, about the pool. So all of those chain of events, if it had happened in that order like that, but we still just do not know for sure what actually went down on that boat. It's going to have to be someone out of all of those people that actually speak up and tell what happened on the boat. Now that we have the audio, we know something happened on that boat. They're not talking to a bilge pump calling it Nolan. They're not telling a bilge pump to get up. Okay, something went down on the boat. So somebody needs to tell what happened on the boat. And then let's keep going from there.
I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck. And, well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back. And the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddies, we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is Palm Beach. He's 18-foot Palm Beach. And I drove the boat from Fort Bayou boat launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day.
So Wyatt had his buddy's boat already hooked up to the back of his truck. He said he and Wyatt and his other buddy went and got ice and filled up the boats. And Wyatt went and put the Palm Beach, his smaller boat, into the water. And we know that there was a second boat, the Triton, that was driven by Wyatt. Wyatt had 2 boats in the water. Who was driving his other boat?
Nolan was on Wyatt Pyron's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming down. And I called Bart that morning. I was like, hey, man, can you take your boat out? And he was like, yeah, well, my dad's decided not to go. And I'll take the boat and I'll take you and your friends. Of course. I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock. And, I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I. And Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was probably ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people.
Now, wait a minute. So Warren already had a boat hooked up when he woke up that morning. I'm assuming that that had to be the Triton that was hooked up, right? Then he said that Wyatt went and put his smaller boat, the Palm Beach, into the water. Then Warren said that he was the one who drove the Palm Beach to their friend's dock. Assuming that Wyatt drove the Triton to the dock and Bart drove his own boat to that dock, who drove the Palm Beach out to the water then? Because he said that he got a ride in with Bart, even though at one point during the interview, he said all of his stuff was on the Palm Beach. So it sounds to me like Warren was the one driving the Palm Beach. I'm also like, what parent would let their kid, who's obviously going off to party, take two of their boats and let their drunk friends drive? Like, it isn't making sense to me. I mean, maybe these parents are just shitty parents and irresponsible. Then he also said that he contacted Bart that morning to see if he could come. And Bart was like, yeah, I can give all your friends a ride, blah, blah, blah. According to him, there were 10-ish people, 15 people on that boat. So where were those people originally supposed to ride in on? They'd been planning it for weeks. They were excited about it. Why did Bart have to suddenly step in and take all these people? And remember, Bart said that his dad had canceled going out on the boat that day, so he could do it. Something's not adding up here. I think there was an adult somewhere in this mix. It would also explain how they all thought quickly on their feet with the sea tow. I wouldn't be surprised if an adult didn't come out there and just go off with other adults that were also on Horn Island and let the kids hang out with the boats. Here's where things are going to get interesting.
Okay, and also, do y'all remember when Warren said, because they were talking about the reception out there during that interview, and remember he said, well, I mean, yeah, you can get like a bar or so out there, because while I was out there, I called my mom. And I was like, well, what was he calling his mom for? So that was a red flag too, because at first y'all were trying to make it look like Warren wouldn't have anything in his, not Warren, Nolan wouldn't have anything in his phone because you can't get reception. Yet and still, you're saying you were able to contact your mother. So why again would Nolan not have access to contact his mom or them to call him out there? I don't know if y'all clocked that. Okay, let me look at Karen Michelle's super right quick, because let's see, I must have missed it earlier. Okay, so one said, I need a pic of Javon on the beach. If his trunks were red, I think that's him in that boat. Oh my gosh. Karen Michelle, you about to open up a can of worms. Now, wait a second. What color? Anybody know? Does anybody know what color boxers, or not boxers, but swimming trunks that Javon had on that day? Have y'all seen him in any pictures while he was there? Okay, Angel has said it's getting hot in here, OB and the investigative detectives. Okay, come on now. Okay, I read that one. I think I read that one. Okay, hallelujah. And thank you so much, sis. She said, remember Wyatt said that his little brother got into, you mean Warren. Warren did say his little brother got into a fight. Nolan was taking up. Oh, wait, you talking about another fight? Oh, Lord, hold on. Let me read this again, because I'm thinking you talking about the one Warren said his younger brother got into a fight there, and then he went and got him, ran over there. He calmed him down. So you're saying, remember Wyatt said that his little brother got into a fight. Nolan was taken up for the friend Javon, trying to break the fight up, and the Simpson man jumped in. That's why they panicked and fled speeding off. I don't remember that. When did you hear that at? I don't remember that part. Thank you, Angel. She said, y'all, if you want to help me reach my goal. Okay, shout out to y'all. Thank you, Irma. I appreciate all of the super chats and the jewels. We'll get to those. I ain't forgot y'all. I was trying to make sure I don't get behind on the comments. Let's see. Yeah, they're not your friends, Katie. Okay. Let's see. Finally, I have been sus about Katie since the beginning. I thought that's what you were doing, but now it's still about the three. No, we were talking about Katie too. That was the other video. I don't know if you came in after I showed that, but she, Nerdy Pink Panther had showed Katie was on the boat too. On that photo that the former officer showed with them bending down and standing like it looks staged. She was on that boat taking that picture. Yeah, she made the connection. Right, creepy. Mm-hmm. J Rose, she's not talking as much as she was. She's definitely slowed down a lot of talking. He said people all the time at Horn Island. Yes, Space Gate. He sure did. And I said, that's creepy. Who you talking about? 'Cause they need to go and check to see if there's any other bodies floating up in their water. Because we only heard about a couple publicly, okay, that was publicly put out. What other bodies you know about at Horns Island? Okay, they need to go and do a search because that comment was a little creepy. Okay. Katie was too eager to make sure the parents of Nolan get the full details, and the police too, because we don't know what she told them though. We don't know everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, of course, his mom did share that, about Katie getting in contact with her and stuff like that. I don't know how in depth she went, and we don't know what she shared with the police either. Like this here, really, I hope they put her back on their list. She never left ours. But did y'all ever take her off a list? Because she lying. She was on those boats. Yeah. She thinks she's done. Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't even get breakfast. Okay. Maybe Nolan wanted to sleep in. Plus, he was in good shape and athletic. Maybe he didn't want McDonald's. Right, I don't blame him. That's a good point, too. Because we never knew what happened to him. It was just that point, because as he's telling that story of Nolan not being with him when they went to get breakfast, notice also that he never said that they went to pick Nolan up. So I was questioning, how did Nolan get from that house to the dock? Did someone else pick him up? Because we know his car was at Jax's house. So I never, in his whole story, I never heard him say they went back to get Nolan. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that stands out to me. Yeah, she said, wait a minute. Call Crump, Katie, call Ben Crump and save yourself. Okay, come on, Cameron Shear. The interview boils my blood. Okay. Let's see. Rajay said something is did you mean isn't right? The GPS data that has the boat at Fort Bayou at 5:44 p.m. They leave again at 5:52 p.m. Could it be that people were getting off the boat? The boat returned to El Camino Real Road. Yes, at 6:06. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that they were dropping some people off. That's why they need the video footage right there, because they have the footage showing them getting on the boat and things like that. But they also need to look at the footage for when they come back to see who all left and then who all came back. Now, if they don't see the same people coming back, then hey, questions. Okay, we got questions. So that's something they need to look into. Hey, Grandma 5, welcome. They should have called Mommy Judge before the CTO call. Thank you, Hallelujah. I appreciate the support. Looks and sounds like he's lying. Okay. Thank you, Irma. I appreciate it, sis. I think Pinocchio parents. Which parents were out there? And y'all, it's a lot of grown people that were out there. Okay. Because we up here hearing about these kids on the boats. But as we look at these videos that are popping everywhere, then hey, we saw was plenty of grown-ups out there. How come the grown-ups weren't breaking up these fights and stuff? And y'all got all these kids out here drinking and Lord knows what else, okay, out on the island. They had some grown-ups out there. You mean to tell me on 4th of July, the U.S.'s 250th birthday, when you see all of these boats with the flags flying high, that none of the adults, none of their parents wanted to go? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yeah, he was probably driving his own boat. Somebody said Javon was not allowed. Who said that? What? Hey, I wouldn't put it past them. A temporary cover to say, I give the cops they so-called truth and distract them enough to the guys to come up with the storyline. Yeah, I saw that, Karen Michelle. Girl, I'm going to have to look more into that. Now, you know what? That would be inside of his phone. Okay, come on. He probably took some pictures out there. They better look into these phones. But you know what? They haven't thought to look into his phone. Why? He said the police didn't even contact him. Why they got to contact him for? Sir, we need to see what color swimming trunks you had on that day. Okay, because you were probably out there too. How did you get back? Now you see how we slowly getting answers. Now that we done found out how Katie allegedly got back, child, look, the question is out there. So if any troll page want to come, let us know. How did Javon get back from Horn Island, being that his brother, now I'm going by what his brother said. His brother said that he felt guilty. Do I need to pull it up? Because you know some people don't be believing stuff till you show it to them. So let me find the post, because we need to know, how did Javon get back? We kind of finding out about Katie. Okay. Now, where were you, sir? Now we got some questions. Since everybody's starting to talk, we got some questions. Let's see here. Let me find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, so y'all remember this post right here? Okay, this is Javon's brother, Jalen. And he said on July 4th, my brother right here, Nolan Wells, was missing. He said that same day, I went out looking for him for hours. No sleep for 3 days straight. That lets us know he already knew about Nolan missing before that 11 o'clock call, because he said for hours, child. If it was after 11, that's not for hours on the 4th, okay? Because it's almost the 5th. So he clearly, and another reason I feel that he knew is Warren said when he just out of the blue, yeah, right, out of the blue thought about, where's Nolan? He just decided to, when he wanted to call Miss Christine, he called Javon to get Miss Christine's phone number. Oh, okay. So Javon knew because Warren called him allegedly. So he already knew. Okay. So then it says, I don't want to blame nobody but myself. I should have been out there for myself because I left you, Nolan. You. That's what we're talking about. Nolan. And my blood brother, Javon. That's who he's talking about. Out there on that water. He left them, y'all. Who did he leave with? How did he get back? And why did you leave them out on the water? What do you mean by that? Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Hold up. Now, y'all, do you think that, now that I'm reading this again and more has come out, y'all tell me your thoughts about this, detectives, okay? Do y'all think when he said, I left y'all out there on that water, did he go out with them too on another boat and their boat just got back a little faster or a little sooner? Because now I'm wondering, with Warren's interview, he said that when he was recounting the boats that were going out, he said the Palm Beach had gone back earlier. It had some guys in it. Do y'all remember that? He said he never said who. He never said which guys. Now we trying to figure out who drove the Palm Beach if he was on the Simpson man's boat. Who drove that Palm Beach? Why is that person's name not put out there, or who was on that boat? So I'm wondering, was Jalen on that boat? Okay, because he said that boat went back earlier. Now, here he's saying in this post, now that I'm looking at it a little differently, okay, he said, I left you and my blood brother out there on that water. He did not say, he did not say on that island. I never peeped that until right now reading this again. This is why we got to go back to stuff. So now I'm wondering, was he on one of the boats that was out there that had Javon and Nolan? Is this yet another clue that Nolan was there on that water? Oh, y'all, I didn't even look at it like that before. I'm thinking, oh, he left them out there on Horn Island, but he didn't say the island. He said left them out there on that water. He says, I know I probably couldn't have did much. What do you mean? You couldn't have done much. Why would you have to do much? What is the meaning of that? They need to ask him, what does he mean by this? Because that's a huge clue. What do you mean you couldn't do much? Javon made it back home alive. Nolan did. What do you know? Okay, see, now you're moving on up too as well, because you're the one saying you would blame yourself that you left them on that water. I never peeped that until right now. He did not say island. The boats left staggered. They know something. I'm just saying it's a lot of witnesses. I ain't saying nobody is implicating anybody as unalive in Nolan. However, what do you know? What do you know? Why did you post this? Because he has a lot of clues in here that could be, put him in the place. And that he knew that Nolan was missing way before Miss Christine did. And why didn't you and Javon tell her? That's a red flag to me as well. Why wouldn't they go back and tell her first that everybody been looking for Nolan and because she could have been out there sooner. They could have been on top of this a little sooner. Girl, I don't even know what you're talking about. Let's see. Yes, I was thinking about that. So that's what I'm wondering now, Elle. That's what I'm wondering. What color were their shorts? You think it's a subliminal clue? Okay, mods, so y'all on alert. I know it's getting late. Shelly in here. Shelly be peeping. Exactly. Come on now. Come on, J Rose. Right. Wonder if they were in the boat that took the. Oh, there you go. Hey, I'm wondering that too, Black Butterfly. That's a good point. Because remember, we kept saying, well, who took the picture? Oh my goodness. They may be, and you know what? Y'all, they may try to, if that was them on that other boat, they may be trying to use that picture to show that they weren't involved, but took a picture showing the other boats together like, look, we over here, but y'all see all of them together. Hey, because I always wonder who was taking that other picture, okay? who was over to the side? Because somebody else took that picture. Hey, Lena, it could be Tristan. Remember his uncle made him get on the boat after the so-called fight. Yes, that's another one. We have yet to prove that this whole uncle thing, have they talked to the uncle? Like who all was on there with you and your uncle? So that's a whole other thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she told them don't say nothing because we don't see them posters saying anything. Yep, moving on up faster than George Chips. Girl, you crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. It is for free. Hey, the Lotus Factor. Greetings, everyone. I've always thought that Katie was integral to Nolan's demise. This is premeditated weeks in advance. Ooh, woo. Okay. This is a lot, y'all. This thing shifts a lot of this. Not to say, we got to redo everything. But why did Katie lie? Why are we now seeing some evidence that she was on this whole stage-looking photo with these boys, and she was also on the Simpson man's boat as well? Now we kind of see why he got so upset when people tried to put them together. Y'all see that? Now we see why that whole lawyer came after folks are saying the Simpson man and Katie used to date. Now it's becoming clearer now because I'm like, first of all, I mean, if y'all didn't, y'all didn't. Okay. But now you're making us look sideways. Like, what was that about? That could have been it, Richard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, MJ. I've been watching him. I'm gonna be honest. Yup. I absolutely agree with you. How y'all was looking for him for 3 days. Exactly. That was supposedly, they were saying supposedly that was Evan's mom. Because supposedly that was Evan's pool party. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Thank y'all so much. Richard. I can see that, which I see your comment. I'm not gonna post it up, but I'm reading what you're saying. Possibly. Possibly something. And my thing is this: he needs to answer that question. I would be like, well, why were they saying Emmett? Why were they saying that? What happened in that moment? That's the key. What happened during that time? I heard that it's hot down there in the area right now. I bet it is. Child, they probably all thinking, well, what do we do now? What do we need to come out with? Watch, tomorrow, it'll be something else. Oh, let's drop this tomorrow. It'll be something new. Because they're trying to figure out how do we get around this. Okay, now they know, golly, they're making us work too hard to try to cover this up. Okay, now they know about Katie on the, what do we do? Because old boy said that was him arguing about his phone. Nolan was the only person without. Thank you. That's what makes sense. Exactly. Shamika said, yeah, because he said he met her for the first time on the island. Right. And Tristan and Javon are Facebook friends with Katie. And Warren also said that Katie was texting. Did y'all catch all of that? Was texting people he knows and so forth. They trying to talk to Katie. Why Katie contacting y'all? I thought she wasn't involved. So why was she doing all this texting again? That was a red flag. Because that what the fight in the island was about. Because why Warren had to add that Nolan was cradling, that girl Katie. Yeah, they felt a certain type of way. Just like Tristan said it, like, yeah, I said a comment about Katie to Nolan. Y'all both was feeling some type of way about Nolan and Katie. That's what it's given. Whatever girl Katie said to Nolan's parents and Crump has not been released. We don't know what she is saying. Yeah, that's true. So basically, her dropping the receipts were another curve. Somebody could have had her phone and uploaded. Oh, J Rose. So wait, J Rose. Now I'm wondering, do y'all think that Katie uploaded those photos? Or did somebody else? Because child, that's incriminating. She didn't even put her own statement out. She had her sister putting her statement out. So did somebody else do that? Just so everybody could start making the connection that Katie was there. I never thought about that. What y'all think? Do y'all think she dropped them or somebody else did? That is crazy. And then y'all notice on the United Navy, the United Cajun Navy, their investigative report they sent to TMZ. Well, notice they had a photo that said fight video. Okay. Well, my thing is this: where's the actual fight video? Somebody recorded that then, right? If y'all have a screenshot that says fight video, somebody, we already know multiple people were out there recording. How come that video has not been released? But we can see a screenshot of the cover of it. Y'all know y'all got that video that some people were out there recording. It's a reason it hasn't been released. But they can release other stuff around it. Okay. Right, exactly. Hey, Philly girl. Hey, Hall. Parents meet your children's so-called best friends. Okay, you better clock that for sure. They sent him. Yeah, I really did not believe that story when he said that his uncle was getting him out of there. He looked back and he said his friends were defending him. What do you mean defending you? And he told his uncle, hey, y'all take me back because he wanted some more. And that's when he was saying, get me off this effing boat. I was like, huh? Okay. But I don't believe it. I knew it. Javon had changed up. Yes, he did, in my opinion. Oh, okay, Lena. Let's see. We also see a girl in the Triton boat video on the far left sitting, has a white and red striped bathing suit. Oh, testimony debunks fake audio on Nolan. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at that. Nolan's mom knows his voice. Yeah, she said it. It sounded like him. Right. His mama gonna know his voice. Hey, it is what it is. Nolan's relative, who was a deputy, said Katie was close to the family. Well, is that really family? I just found it odd that I did see that there was this deputy girl saying that she is family to them. I just found it odd that she wasn't even friends with Nolan or his mama. So, which one of the family members is she? I guess, like, is she like a second cousin or what is she? I just a side eyeing that because y'all know people come out here saying, oh, family this and family. Now, the other young lady, I could tell that she's family. Okay, because they got the same last names. She's friends with all of them. You can see posts and so forth. But this other young lady, as I was going through it, I was like, oh no, I don't really see her connected to the other ones. But I mean, she might be. Let's see. Katie is the key to everything, but they scared to tell on her dad. They can't prove he was on Katie's boat. But do we know her dad was out there or not? You know what I'm saying? He may not have been out there. I think so too, Tim. Yeah. I think they have Katie scared. Or Bart's family or the Simpson man's family has gotten into her ear. Oh, yeah. They did not want him interacting with Katie. I could tell. Just think Nolan's family said they love Katie. Allegedly, their families have all gatherings together. This is going to hurt her heart, though. If she finds out any of this is true, even as far as Javon and Jalen, y'all, I'm going to be honest. If she finds out that they know something and they have not been honest with her, that's going to break her heart too. Okay. Because a lot of these people know some stuff and they're just not speaking up. And it could be out of fear. It could be out of fear because they don't know what's coming next if they do tell. But like I was saying, the social media world is making it easier for you. Hello. A lot of stuff, a lot of people are already exposing and revealing. All you have to do is go confirm it. They won't know who told. If people are finding it out, you just go and confirm it. You don't have to, I didn't tell it. They already found out. So I just came down and say, yeah, y'all right. We're making it easier for y'all to go tell. Let's see. It has to figure out the way out because they're going to tell the parents, oh, yeah, about his neck, whatever happened to his neck. Yeah, I just need to see this play out in court publicly if it goes to trial. And you know what? That whole situation, hey, Right Sound Studios, that whole situation, someone brought it up earlier. I forgot who was that? Was it Richard? Had brought it up earlier that, allegedly someone could have choked them out on that boat. So that could have scared them. And also that could have shown up on his neck area. Okay. So that's something to think about. Yeah, right. Like, girl, you the third cousin removed twice down the line. Because, girl, you not, how you say you kin to people and you not even at least the main person? You ain't connected to them? Okay, so I just side-eyed it. I don't know. She might be. I ain't getting into that, child. Notice the side comment said, who the F was that old man? Nolan was, oh, that they did show another photo. That guy that was bending down on that Mac Daddy boat, that was not Nolan. That guy does not even look like Nolan because they showed another shot of him and that wasn't him. Okay. Did Jay Vaughn's mom say that she called both boys? Yes, she did. How could his phone be at the house with Nolan's phone? Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking that he came back with them. And remember, Warren said that, see, Warren was dry snitching on people too. If y'all peep it. He said, why? Because he said on the boat, there were other people phones too. Some other people phones that didn't ride back with us on the boat too. And one of those phones could have been Jay. One of those phones could have been Jay Vaughn's phone. So you mean to tell me you done came and got your phone, but then, how did you not get Nolan's phone? And that could have been why his mama kind of tapped him, don't say too much. Peggy said, I'm trying to keep up, but I'm confused. Peggy, look, we all are. We just trying to piece together some stuff because, child, we don't have nothing 100%. However, the biggest takeaway tonight is Katie lied. Girl, you in trouble, okay? Like Whoopi said, Katie, you in trouble, girl. Okay, because you done lied, and Jalen, you too, because you done put it on the post. Okay, y'all definitely, now we already know the others as well. Everybody. Y'all all, we done caught all of y'all at this point in some lies. See, Katie could have kind of, got a little away from it, kind of got quiet about her. The other ones, we've been on their necks, applying pressure. So I told y'all, let's not take her off for a reason. And look at, lo and behold, here she is all up in the mix in her little bikini. Okay, girl, your bikini that gave you away. Now, had you in the hat, had you taken off the hat, had you put on some clothes, we may not have caught you. Okay. But shout out to Nerdy Pink Panda, child, that whole little swimsuit, your bikini, and your hat gave you away. And y'all thought y'all were being slick on that little stage photo by not showing your faces. Okay. One hat on the sunglasses, one face to the side. You bending down, red shorts bending down, but then got caught. And we still trying to figure out red shorts, who you are, okay? But you was all up in the mix over with that fight situation, and they done peeped all of that, okay? So you know some info too. This is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, LaRue. I've been trying not to think that way. But it's given, y'all know it would have put him there as well. Now, I ain't going to say the other ones didn't either because I don't know. But some of this other stuff, I can't shake the feeling like, what is going on? Because they ain't doing the most too. Okay, Brass Dog. Okay. I'm going to show it one more time. Let me go back to the video. And it's good that we are looking at it because if they take her video down, at least it'll be over here. Okay. Everybody that's sharing it, that's good because they can't take it down from everywhere.
time making this video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found. Katie has dry snitched, y'all. Here we see Katie's Snapchat where she's wearing a teal swimsuit and she's with a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit. On this video of the 3 boats, you're going to see a girl in a blue and white striped swimsuit right here on Bart's boat. And right next to her with the same long wet hair is a girl in a teal swimsuit on Bart's boat. Make sure you have your brightness turned all the way up because here we have Katie in a teal swimsuit and look at her head. She is wearing a white hat. Oh, look, the video of the boat getting towed. Teal swimsuit, white hat. And that's not all, folks. Again, turn your brightness all the way up because right here, we've got somebody wearing red trunks. Oh, and look what we have here. Red trunks. And here's those same red trunks on the shore right after the fight with Tristan. Katie is claiming that she allegedly caught a ride home with somebody named Marty McGrath. It just so happens that a Marty McGrath is the co-owner of the Biloxi Bay RV Resort and Marina in St. Martin. Here it is, and my, that is a massive dock way out in the water. And would you look at that? It's right next to the grandparents' house. Now, in that report with the GPS coordinates, didn't they say that they went southwest towards St. Martin Bayou? Yeah, that's right, it did. And it also took them 45 minutes to get to that boat ramp over there that only takes about 6 minutes on land. Like I said, they are trying to take down my page. Make sure you are following my backup here. But Katie, I want to say one thing to you. You're young, and I know you don't realize this yet, but these are not your friends. Be a hero. Do what's right. This is now my 3rd time making this video because they keep taking it down because they don't want you to see what I have found.
Okay.
Oh, they're trying to be sneaky on TT because I just found out that the video I posted today about Katie not eligible for FYP. Make sure you go and watch it, but I'll give you a quick little rundown. Teal swimsuit, white backwards baseball cap. Teal swimsuit, white baseball cap. Red shorts, red shorts, red shorts. Bart's boat, girl in striped swimsuit, standing right next to a long-haired girl in a teal swimsuit. Teal swimsuit, striped swimsuit. Oh, they're trying to be sneaky on TT because I just found out that the video I posted today about Katie.
Okay. So she said, look, y'all better catch that if nothing else. Right. They were trying to be sneaky and didn't want to show their faces. But that's so crazy. And y'all, earlier on in the live, we learned that allegedly the former officer had posted, someone asked him, was the photo that he shared before or after the CETO call, and he had said it was after. Now, why again are you taking a photo after you've done the call? It looked like a whole stage photo anyways. Why would you even do a photo if you're in distress? So then, y'all, Gerald from the North Carolina Beat did a screenshot of his response. Later on, when he went back to that post, his comment, he had deleted. The officer had deleted the comment. But see how that works? Somebody had already screenshot your response. Okay? So it's giving, y'all were trying to have evidence because in the beginning, all of this would have came out. Why is it that all of this was released after the call was put out? Come on now. Come on. Okay? They already knew about the call. They already knew that those people had that call on record. So they were like, man, let's make sure we catch a shot. So if they say we lying, we can say, see, look, Nolan not on this boat. Look, this when we were going down and all of that. Because why else would you take a picture when you're in distress and your boat is supposedly sinking? That does not make sense. Right, Bradstall, it is. Okay, it's right there at the top right. Nerdy Pink Panda 1. Javon said he was at Trayson's fight, see red shorts. Uh-oh. Karen Michelle, you trying to put him in the red shorts. Oh my goodness. Lena, I hope you caught on to it by the second video. Maybe I'm behind in the comments. Okay, Katie was on the boat. She said she did not go back with them. Okay, that she found her another way, child, but she all up in this photo and on the Simpson Millions boat too. Okay, so now when people were trying to put them together, he got a little in his feelings, child, and when he got a whole lawyer because they wanted to take the attention off of that. Okay, Well, according to this, it looked like Katie was on your boat after all. Allegedly. Okay. Allegedly, according to Nerdy Pink Panther, her clocking it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, y'all hit that like button. It is for free, or you could just double tap the screen. If you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cash App, which is scrolling on the screen, or buy a coffee. And that's in the chat as well. When she says turn your brightness up and it's a teal swimsuit and white hat, it looks too dark to see. Can you really see teal suit and white hat? I could see it, yeah. And then, okay, another thing you could do too is go over to the pictures that were uploaded. Right. Because they uploaded the pictures, I think, on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Yeah, child, that looks like her, child, with the swimsuit. Okay, the swimsuit itself. Okay, even if the hat part, if nobody could see that, well, we know it was a hat, but the swimsuit itself gives her away, y'all, because that's on two different boats as well. So if you're going with the whole, what the former officer is saying, then hey, you are actually not helping the situation. You actually expose more than you thought was going to be caught. That's what he did. You saw it? Okay. Right. Exactly what seal. It doesn't look like one on that boat. The blue crescent moon is her tiny high school behind. It's the size of a paper clip. Y'all silly. Okay. I'm talking about the funny lady said same initials. Wait, what part? What am I missing? Same initials. Thank you, Terry. Hey, Terry, welcome. Thank you for tapping in. So, y'all, we're going to see. Watch. After all of this has been released today, child, look, be prepared for a comeback tomorrow on something else dropping. Okay, they got to put something else out there to, hey, I don't know, Katie going to send her sister back out or what. But, child, be prepared. Mark my words. They got to come back with something. Because they are watching. So her sister Gracie may come back out. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. You never saw that picture? Yes, it was in a group on Facebook. It was a group on Facebook. Yeah, timestamp and everything. So that's why I'm wondering, did Katie drop them photos? Or did somebody else, because they wanted somebody to see some stuff? I don't know. Another pointer, there is a black thing in the water. You can see it in the back of the videos and pictures. It seems to me that ain't the west north. And why would anybody dock where the drop is? I didn't think about that either. I don't know, News Cruise. I'm going to have to look and see. I didn't really pay that close attention. Where are they? They said where the drop is at. They were lying. Yeah, they were definitely lying about that. But one, we already clocked that because of the water. It doesn't go 31 feet there. It doesn't even go 17 feet. So see how they lied? Like even those lies. Okay, you telling this lady 17 feet, no, 31 feet. You have lied on a whole call when the water does not even go that deep right there. So what was the lie about again? Then you couldn't tell her where the water was in the boat because it was. Child, look. Y'all had already gotten that fixed because the call was made after, allegedly. Think about it. That's why he couldn't even get his answers. That is crazy work. Okay. Yes, Heidi. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that, Irish. Right. That's what it's given, Angela. Warren did the interview to create a narrative. That's what he was told to do. I really think Warren will be arrested. Not Tater Cop. I like that. Like Vegan said, originally when Tater Cop dropped the interviews, I was heated. Today, couldn't be more thankful. Right. Thank you, sir. He thought he was really doing something, baby. Child, you really did something. Thank you so much, Peggy. I appreciate that. Uh-huh. They really are. Yeah. Yep, they really are. Oh, you're saying, but the drop is where Nolan. Oh, got you. Oh, I see what you're saying. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. None of them seemed like they were his friends. I'm going to be honest. At this point, none of them seemed like they were his friends. And it's so sad. It is so sad and unfortunate. Because they act like the way he was saying it was like, yeah, we usually go out there, and Nolan, he wants to come with us, like y'all the group, and he the outsider. Just the way he put that, it doesn't make it look like Nolan was a part of the group. Hi, Brittany. Okay. Okay, they do need to do the walk of shame. I seen where someone said Williams' watch was recorded. Oh. Uh-huh. And you know what? I could tell that whole interview, it just seemed very scripted to me. Like they had practiced it, and then you could tell because when he would get off, he was like, "Okay, wait," like he trying to memorize what he was supposed to say. And the what you call him, Officer Tater, he was leading him too. Like if he said something wrong, he would try to. But I'm assuming that blah 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 blah. No, you don't need to assume nothing. You need to ask him the question and let him answer it. So he was leading him and he was assuming stuff. So I'm assuming that this XYZ, I heard that a lot. He didn't know how to do the interview, in my opinion. Membership was definitely cold. Okay. That's a good point. I guess since the Cito call came out, Taylor decided not to show the. I want to know why he didn't show the other two boys too. Which two boys did he have? I wonder. The other ones, because we never saw those. Yeah, it's a whole Murdoch case, right? Nolan was a happy guy, yes. And he had a lot going for him. Coming up that Monday, he was about to do some great things, start a whole new season. Man, his father just said the other day, my son should be at college right now. And that's so true. Okay, I can see that teal suit. Okay, got you. Okay. I wonder, does she have all of the pictures? I need to go back and look for those pictures myself too. What did you say? If the girl Katie has anything to do with what happened to Nolan or even knows anything, she should speak up. Exactly. Even if she just knows, okay? That's all we're saying, y'all. His parents just want to know what happened to him. They said they're preparing themselves to hear, the words, but help them to have some type of closure. It's not going to be easy regardless, right? But at least you would tell them what happened to him. That's all they're looking for. What happened to their son? And give their son's throat so that the other medical examiner can take a look at it as well. And the toxicology reports. Like, get all that together, your notes and all that, Miss Stacy, and just send it on over so he can review that. Because yeah, I don't trust none of it. Yeah, you right about that, Peggy. Yeah, God will handle it. He was. Not Olivia Pope. Karen Michelle, I can't stand you. I don't even be knowing, child. That's too funny. But I'm gonna be paying attention. You silly. Okay. All right, y'all. So Katie's not going to speak anymore for now. She has been warned. Uh-oh. Yeah, he did have a bright future too. We're praying that all goes well for his case. Also coming up that they have for the recusal of John Roach, which that judge he was doing the most to, and for a new trial, a petition for a new trial, a motion for a new trial. Yep, he is. Thank you, T. Smith. All right, let me give a shout out to all of the sponsors for tonight's live. Here you go. Sorry, y'all. Let's see here. Shout out to Detective London. PJ just keeping it real. Sun Loves, Karen, Sonia. Let's see, Tim, Karen Michelle, Angel, Hallelujah. Let's see, Irma, Sheila, J. Rose. Did I read your comment? They all betrayed Nolan in the worst way. I think they were the ones heavily drinking and they forced Nolan on that boat. Ooh. And Irish. Thank you all so much. I appreciate the support on tonight. And thank you all for joining. The like button is for free. Yes, loose lips sink ships. Okay, come on now. Place your cares on God's on God. He's definitely in control. No, not yet. They just have a judge that's overseeing the hearing for that recusal hearing. Yes. Oh, Karen, let me see. Because we were talking about that the other day, me and T. Smith. I can drop it though. I don't know why on some of them it does that. Shout out to the mods that are in the building on tonight. Thank you, ladies, so much. I appreciate all of the support. And also, shout out to the members that are lit up in green. Karen, I'm about to drop it for you. Y'all, I'm also about to change the emoji for the members, okay? Because right now we have butterflies. So we're going to go ahead and shift that to some little magnifying glasses with all these detectives that are in the building. So I need to work on that tonight. So if you see it change tomorrow, that's why. Okay, we having a new emoji. No one took a lie detector test. It was a stress test. Okay, right. I've been fasting and praying for the truth for Nolan's family. And thank you, Karen, so much. The Wells family got caught slipping and he had no business out there. That's so sad. Okay. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. It is for free. Also, hype up the video, subscribe, and hit that bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so much for joining, and I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Until next time, be blessed. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.